Hello,
Hi.
I'm Sten. This is A Link to the Past. Yeah, we're just filling in with a bit of Master Sword here, so this is essentially just play the game until we get the Master Sword, so might as well get us started. On my couch is Kanora.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not a Link to the Past runner, but I've done 80% a couple times.
Yep. Alright, well, I guess we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go! So, Master Sword is pretty similar to like a standard, like no major glitches run of this game. Or starts out fairly similar, with the exception that you can save and quit, which is used to save a little bit of time in overworld movement.
So I'm curious, is your goal to get the Master Sword and then just do the 80% skip anyway, or?
Nope, the goal is just to collect the Master Sword.
Excellent.
Time ends on grabbing the Master Sword from the pedestal. So in this will start off pretty similar to your average NMG run, and then there'll be a little bit of variance just due to save and quit and not having to grab a few items that you would normally need to actually complete the game.
I love categories where there's clearly still a major threat, like saving the princess, and you get the thing that would let you do that, and then just leave.
Look, we just want the blue sword.
Are there other categories like the other swords?
I don't think there's specific categories for those, no. Although I'm sure someone's run those. I mean, at the point you're getting gold sword, why not go and just finish the game?
Yeah.
So we're going to head down to the basement of Hyrule Castle in order to rescue Zelda, who has been kidnapped by the evil King Aghanim. Have to remember not to grab that chest because this is not randomizer.
Yeah, so you've been noticing that, like, especially for these kind of mid-health enemies, doing spin attacks will often be the best way to kill them. Also just good area damage as well when there's a lot of enemies around you. Pretty standard for like these 2D Zelda games.
I was trying to give him a poke with the sword and then spin him.
Now we have a boomerang.
Now we have a boomerang, which is sort of useful. It can stun enemies and it can collect items from a distance.
But can it collect the Master Sword from a distance?
It cannot collect the Master Sword from a distance.
What's it even doing here then?
Hitting this guy if he gets in the way.
I am losing my voice after last night.
Just gonna grab a pot and throw it at this guy. He takes 8 sword slashes to hit, or a pot deals effectively 4 sword slashes of damage. I'm not used to having text here. I also... Yeah, no, I do need that. There's a few different places you can grab the lamp in this run. There's one in Link's house, there's that one there. You need the lamp in order to be able to get to the back of escape, the dark room. You don't technically need the lamp to navigate through any of it, but the door just won't open without it in the vanilla game.
And pretty typical for a lot of games, especially in the speedrunning sense. We're playing on Japanese, like the Japanese cartridge, as it is faster text speed, especially for all these text boxes that we have to mash through.
Yeah, there's a lot of text in this game.
Might not feel like a lot, but especially if it's at least one extra text box per dialogue scene, that would add up over a whole run very quickly.
Yeah, I believe the text just scrolls in at 1 frame per character, and just with the Japanese is just more dense in terms of number of characters per the information communicated.
Here we're going through a secret exit. That Link just knows. Like, oh, I guess Zelda's probably telling you.
I'm pretty sure Zelda's telling you. That's
Zelda's
what all these text boxes are about. There's also one text box. Like, if you don't make any progress for like 2 minutes, she will start yelling at you.
She does that before you even get to the castle, don't you?
No. Oh wait, yes.
Like yeah, I've certainly seen like 80% skips where if you just take too long to get to Zelda, she starts yelling at you from across the plane.
Yep. Well, I believe in the opening of the opening text of the game is Zelda communicating with you.
She's magic. If you were to die here, hypothetically,
it would be annoying. Yeah.
Where would that put you?
I don't actually remember.
Let's not find out.
Yeah, I think it might
put you back in Link's house.
No, it wouldn't be Link's house. I don't know because I haven't died in this part of Escape. But
maybe yet.
I'll be fine. The rats only do a quarter heart of damage.
Oh, okay.
But I will be careful. There's actually a text box that's supposed to appear after you walk out of that door, but you can skip it just by walking immediately to the right instead of directly down.
Now, are you playing as Oz, or are you playing as speedrunning, or are you playing as Marathon? I think you're playing as speedrunning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a bit of text here, so if you've got anything to plug, go for it.
I do indeed. As you know, this is a little bit of an extra run here, so we do have still quite a bit of time for the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past randomizer incentives. So if there are any particular namings for the player sprites that you want to see, please make sure to get those in soon, because that will cut off at the start of the run. So make sure that when you leave a donation via donate.ausspeedruns.com to leave a comment to which incentive you like to put it towards, and we'll be able to fix that up for you.
Yeah, so I mean, right now, because I'm playing the vanilla game, you can see that I'm playing as Link. For our race, Vi and I each have 4 different sprites you can choose from. My options are Link from Breath of the Wild, Yoshi, Lucario, or B1 from Bananas in Pyjamas.
I think the Bananas in Pyjamas one is, I think, the funniest one. Conceptually, that when I saw the list, I think that one is still in the lead.
And I know Violet has 4 options as well. I don't recall them off the top of my head.
Blahaj, Zelda from Breath of the Wild, Emma Sky from Ace Attorney, and Jack Frost from the Persona series.
Yeah, and just to confirm, B1 is in the lead, as well as Zelda from Breath of the Wild is also in the lead for the other incentive as well.
They could have been matching.
Almost instinctively went for one of the chests you did in randomizer. So I should mention, to get the Master Sword in this game, you need to get the 3 pendants from the 3 Light World Palaces. And this is the first of those, Eastern Palace. There's no real, at least without glitches, there's no way of changing up the order of these too much.
It is very funny watching you just walk past chests.
It feels so wrong.
I'm sure that it's going against so much muscle memory.
Actually, I do want those. Because I'll be fighting Armos with arrows, and I need arrows to fight Armos with arrows.
That makes sense. Yeah, this is an interesting game because you can get arrows before you actually get the bow, right?
Yeah, I think Link is just carrying a quiver the whole time.
Yeah. Which is very, not typical, at least comparison to, a lot more modern Zelda games. And bomb bags, you don't even like bombs. You don't need to find bombs. It's just if you find the bomb items, you get bombs, right?
Yeah, there's no bomb bag or anything in this. You can just pick up bombs. So do a quick damage boost here. Normally you need to kill every enemy in the room in order to make those anti-fairies scatter, but you can just deboost through and hit the switch.
I believe here's the bird.
Yep.
Yeah, as opposed to the randomizer coming out next, where it'll be, where's the bird? I don't know. Could be in the initial escape. Could be in Ganon's tower.
You never know
You
when.
never know.
I mean, there is guaranteed to be one boat that's not in Gadon's tower.
Fair enough.
Actually, no, not quite. Depending on, it really depends on the layout of the, or just on the seed. There is a small chance both bows could be in there.
Is the I mean, I guess we'll get to this. Oh, actually, no, you won't be able to really respond. But in the like seed type, is everything potentially in logic, or?
I think you'll be able to access. Oh, that was an extra hit. So unfortunately, I did mess up this quick kill. So I need to actually fight this guy.
Nice.
So normally we try to leave one of the armors with 1 HP or like 1 hit remaining at the start of the fight. Because if you once you kill the 5th, the 6th goes into that enraged mode. If you kill the last 2 close enough to each other, then they can then that will just die without going into that enraged mode and save a bit of time.
I found a violet.
Good morning.
You're on unnamed. Okay. Well, you'll be on blue for the like race, but
You can be on unnamed.
if you just got that one, then okay. Well then,
And so I just grabbed the boots, and now I'm going to save quit in order to head back to Link's house. And now I can dash thanks to the boots that I have.
Woo! I love dashing at the. You're getting the book. No way.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to get into Desert Palace with the book.
Maybe.
yeah, okay.
So Desert Palace is the next palace. You need the book to access it. The book lets you read things.
Whoa, you can see me now. No way.
And you need the boots to get. I mean, you need the boots to get the book, but also the boots are just fast.
They're just good. Yeah. It turns out running in a speed run is
Crazy.
good.
Yeah, who'd have thought? And take another save quit just to get back here.
So this is technically Master Sword restricted, or MSR, as it's called in the Link to the Past. Well, Link to the Past series.
Yeah, now
Zelda series.
Now we actually have a Link to the Past runner on couch rather than just me.
So Master Sword restricted basically means that we're running the no major glitches category rule set, and the reason for that is because this game is broken as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so broken.
It's so broken. So if you have a look, if anyone's curious, open up the SRC page for Link to the Past, speedrun.com/ALTCP. Go to the No Major Glitches tab and just click on Show Rules. The list of glitches allowed in the No Major Glitches category goes off the screen. It's very funny.
A lot of minor glitches.
Yeah.
And if you want to see some of those glitches, you could check out the 5-minute showcase
True.
earlier on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Yeah. Look, time is fake, and so is my brain right now.
Time is relative, and
and I've been awake for a very long time.
yeah. Were you watching the whole Skyward Sword run?
Yeah, I was tech for most of it.
Oh my god. So funnily enough, this game actually does have a couple items that are required, like the boots are required in order to get them, and they're mostly items that are on top of something, and if you like dash into them and bonk off of them, the item will fall off. So we need this key in order to go and get the big key. And then we will be able to get the power gloves, which allows us to complete the back half of this dungeon.
Oh, what? I was that slow?
I don't think you were slow, I think the fighter sword is just tiny.
I have never had that before.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I've just watched so many renders lately, I forget which items are in, like, vanilla locations. So, like, I was just about to ask, like, what we get here when you said power gloves. I was like, okay, cool, excellent.
Yeah, you need the
My
power.
first thought was, like, fire rod. Or, like, what's the... Samaria?
Cane of Samaria? No, that's
Samaria.
the second last, third last dungeon, if you don't count GT.
Isn't it Dark World, does it? You get cane?
Yes, that's Misery Mile.
Yeah, okay. So it's like in the kind of like right
You're in the right
geographical area,
spot.
it just flipped.
You're in the right spot, just
Yeah.
like in the sacred grounds instead of in the real world.
Ah, look, it'll be in Link's house in the render, right? Totally, yeah.
How much money are you
something
putting
will
on
be
that?
there.
Not any at all.
It's only a 1 in 300 chance.
Yeah, but if I say it's in every single chance location, then I only have to spend $299.
True.
If I put $1 on each check.
True.
Yeah, like this dungeon has like
Key dash, key
Kind of-
dash.
2 parts to it, doesn't it?
Yes, you've
Yeah,
got the front half and the back half.
Yeah.
So this is the back half of the dungeon.
Resist
You
six.
do need a light source or a fire source for the back half of this dungeon, which equates to either the lamp or the fire rod. It's only relevant in rando because you can't get the fire rod until you get to the dark world, which you shouldn't be able to do right now. But you can. I could show you how.
Yeah, I was going to say, couldn't
Actually,
get
I'm
there
just gonna-
restricted.
No, you couldn't get there with no major glitches, but you totally could get there. You know, just like hop into Skull Woods, do a door juke with the Cane of Samaria, and then like it's right there.
In other words, be a nerd. Almost added an extra word there that would have maybe gotten me in a little trouble.
So this next fight is Land Molars, and it is hard. You need to hit them with, I think it's 5 arrows each.
4 arrows each.
4 arrows.
Would you still love me if I was a bunch of 3 worms
No,
in the desert palace?
not
Absolutely
these ones.
not.
Not these ones.
These worms suck.
Aw.
Genuinely one of the hardest bosses in the game when you have this loadout. It is
I'm
so bad.
concerned for my safety right now. I'm on a heart and a half.
You could drop bombs.
What bombs?
You think I have bombs?
I can't
In this
read.
economy?
Where are my glasses? I actually don't know. I think they're in my bag.
Well, I'll read for you. He
Okay.
has 0 out of 0 bombs.
I also have 0 out
bombs
of
and
0
out of
arrows.
0 arrows. Yeah.
So now I'll be just trying to fight these with the sword.
With the sword that you have.
I would like to not take another 2 hits, please.
Nice.
Very nice.
Got through that fight eventually. Yeah, I don't like land molars. Hopefully, the nice thing about randomizer is sometimes you have good weapons for them.
Something that's interesting I noticed is that when you're in the names of places I forget, cathedral with
Sanctuary?
sanctuary with Zelda and Sasasa, blah blah blah.
Well, he's actually the priest. He's just a guy.
Oh,
He
he's
doesn't have
just
a
a guy?
name. Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't
okay.
have a name.
But like that heart container seemed to fully heal you.
Yes.
But every other heart container you
Yeah,
pick up
that's actually a Nintendo mechanic. That's called Sank Heart. So basically, the reason why the developers did that is because after every boss heart that you get a crystal or a pendant anyways, and that heals you no matter what.
right. Unless you
So-
save quit.
Even if you save
Well,
quit,
like because you save quit, you're
I don't think
Yeah.
you can save quit like during that
no.
crystal animation.
But like after the animation, after
Yeah,
you
right.
save and quit, you lose your hearts anyway. So you don't end up with them. But the idea is that you go through escape, which
Yeah.
is like for beginners, it is actually like kind of difficult because it is a big dark room.
I mean,
So,
escape. We exited. We left escape with like half to a quarter heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually really easy to just get hit a billion times and die.
so you'll notice I'm not dashing with the old man. That's because if you dash, you still go like slower than walking speed. Look at that. Look at that. It's not even a dash.
You're not dashing with the boots that you have.
I mean, I was. He was just like holding me on a leash or something.
I'm just imagining it's like, you know when you see skateboarders?
Get out of my way.
Like,
no,
God.
no.
Yeah, okay. Thank God.
When
you get a
see
save point when you get here, so if you don't get here and you die, you have to do that again. So
That's fine. There's a save. You get a save point on the old man. I'm actually gonna walk in.
I agree with you.
Kiss the old man for health.
Give Grandpa a kiss on the cheek so
I
you
didn't
head off
realize
for the
you
day.
talked that much in vanilla. But
Oh yeah, he has like 3 tax boxes.
Between the boulders and the dead rocks here, it's
Whee!
dangerous. So this is spin speed. Basically, if you lost it. If you do a sword slash and then hit A, which is the button for boots on the next frame, it puts you into it gives you the speed of the boots, but then you can move direction.
I'm just imagining, like, you know how
But no,
skateboarders will like hold onto the back of cars as
Yeah.
like they're going fast? That's what I'm imagining the old man does when you use the boots.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of holding onto your belt buckle, and that's what's just slowing you down.
It's the opposite of
Yeah, like
holding on to go fast. He's just
it
slowing
doesn't
you
actually
down.
speed him up. It's just slows you down instead, dragging you down with him.
Actually, I probably should have just kept the mirror.
So yeah, this is the 3rd pendant dungeon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is the last dungeon we'll be doing in this
Black
run.
Temple.
This is
Tower
Tower
of
of Hera.
Hera.
Is the other one Black Temple?
There is no black.
There's
temple.
no,
What am I-
you don't need that.
I don't need that. That's a map.
I was
Random
wondering.
players.
Yeah, I was wondering how long
Yep.
it would take. The number of
My
Hollow Knight-
reflexes have kicked in.
the number of Hollow Knight randos that I would do, and that would then cause me to like on just like a speedrun, or like no, not a speedrun, but like just a general playthrough where I would go to like a Geo-Rock.
Yeah.
Like that's like completely out of the way because I'm just so used to Geo-Rock rando.
So remember to throw the boomerang on the last one. It'll
Yeah.
activate the door.
I know what I'm doing.
Alright.
Check out these dash pokes, though.
So this is a good time to mention that we're about to do another race of like randomizer of this game. We do have a couple incentives that they will close very, very soon. So if you would like to change anything, now is the time. We have 2 incentives for each of us. One of them is for the player sprite. We've given 4 options. I believe, Choco, do you want to tell us what's in the lead for each of them, maybe?
Yeah, I can. So for player sprite Sten, we have B1, Bananas in Pajamas, at $40 in the lead. We also have Yoshi, Lucario, and Link from Breath of the Wild. Bananas in Pajamas is very much so in the lead at the moment, with the others having no donation so far. For Vichi's player sprite, we have Zelda, Breath of the Wild at 50, Blahaj at 25, Jack Frost and Emma Sky are also at 0 at the moment. So if you're wanting to get some of those in, you can do so now. We also have the file names though. So Vi's file name is Winner POV at $10, and we
So rude.
and Stens are Cutie at $17 in the lead, and Steven at $15.
I guess that's the question. What would you rather be, a cutie or a winner?
Well, if Steven wins, you could do Steven Cute.
I mean, the problem is, it's spelt with a V, and I can't be having that. So.
You'll just donate to make Steven with a PH like even more so than Steven with a V.
Do we have a quick moment for a couple of donations, or even just one?
Maybe after this fight.
No worries, just
So-
yell at me whenever.
This is Moldorm. Moldorm is very rude
This is
and
also
will
one of
knock
the
you
worst
off
bosses
the
in
edge of
the
the
game.
fight.
Would you love me if I was a worm that was Moldorm?
Not this one.
Oh, man.
Absolutely no.
All the worms in this game kind of suck, actually.
That's
Nice.
good.
That was
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you can jump in now.
No, that's fine. All right, so we have $25 from Quetzington, my friend from America who is a Final Fantasy speedrunner, who says, slashing away at cancer, 1 rupee at a time, let's do it. We also have $150 from Airnick15 with no comment. So make sure you do leave a comment because we do read them out. And if you want to put it towards an incentive, just let me know and we can do that for you. Thank you very much for your support. Keep it coming.
So I believe now that we have the 3 pendants, we can in fact go get the Master Sword that's in the category name.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Hell yeah. See, I know this game.
So one thing to note is that you'll see Sten's been saving and quitting. In the regular, like, typical most run any % no major glitches version of this category, save and quit's actually banned. There's no real reason for that other than it leads to more interesting movement and routing. And people are just like, yeah, save and quitting is boring because you just warp all over the place. And it does actually lead to some really cool rooms that you wouldn't see otherwise, so I actually really like it. And you would see some really cool, like, strats here to do rupee routing, but Sten doesn't need rupees because we're about to get the Master Sword and finish the category. So time will come up on the A press to pick up the Master Sword.
Yeah, it's coming up very soon. I'll call it
Is
out.
that the Master Sword?
No, that's not the Master Sword. That's a fake sword.
I thought that was the real one.
Yeah,
It
that's
laughs
what
at
I
you if
call
you pick it
Master
up.
Sword.
Time.
Time.
Is that a PB for you? I don't know your PB.
I mean, I guess we'll never find out.
And then you're relegated to about 15 years of unskippable text.
Yep.
Which would be a shame if we sat here and watched it all.
I love that I can read, like, hiragana and katakana because every time I play this game and I see Turai Forsu, that's all I read out. And that's it. That's Master Sword.
Oh, there's a skull on the map. Should we do something about that?
Nah.
No,
Alright.
please don't make me do Aghanim 1.
Well, we'll see how the rando goes.
God.
All right, well, that was Link to the Past Master Sword. Stay tuned, and we will have some randomizer for you soon.
Be right back.
Thank you so much, Sten. We do have another cash donation coming in from May, putting Sten's file name towards naming the file Stephen, but with PH instead of V. So hopefully that's a little bit more favorable. So that one will close in just a moment. So we will probably not be taking any more for that incentive just now. But if there are other incentives that you want to put your donations towards, please make sure to pop it in a comment. We do have quite a few still coming up, so please do check that out at incentives.ausspeedruns.com. And feel free to leave a message as well if you have something nice to say or you want something to be said on stream, because we do read those out and we do like reading your messages. So thank you so much for your support. We are getting very, very close as well to the $20,000 mark. So do keep your support coming in. It's going to a wonderful cause and we do appreciate all the support. So thank you very much and hang tight. We will be ready shortly. All right, so with the changing over of these runs, that will also conclude my shift as host. So just wanted to thank everyone so much for having me. Despite all my nerves, it's been really fun hosting. So thank you very much and take care. I'll be handing you over soon. Thank you.
Alright, we're almost ready to go. Just a reminder that the sprite incentives are now locked. So B1 for Sten has won, and Vi will be playing as Zelda from Breath of the Wild. We'll announce the file names very soon, but stay tuned. Alright, we're ready to go now with A Link to the Past Rando. I'll pass it over to your runners and your host, May.